you want their approval, right? At the end of the day is what it is. And so unpacking your own internalized misogyny is the most freeing feeling in the world. We're all born pick-me's as women and feminine presenting people. We were all born a pick-me. It's not our fault if we're born that way, but it is our fault if we die that way.
Yes,
so
you have to unlearn it.
Once you unlearn and let it go, it won't matter.
And she definitely let it go. You know what she looks like? I'm already on her ass. 1 second. I'm already on her ass. Yo, and I'm not tripping either. This is what she looked like, man. Jabba the Hutt. I spelled it wrong, but this is what she looked like. I get it. A lot of guys like Star Wars, but I don't think they want you to look like Jabba the Hutt now.
I'm a big proponent of like body neutrality. So like just the body is what it is. It exists to keep me alive and keep me happy and healthy. And that's it. I see it as like the shell. It's just the shell that holds the most important parts of you. It has no.
Okay, well, you remember that when your arteries are clogged. You remember that when that body fails you. This is what you subscribe to when you're a feminist. The school of nonsense. My body is just a shell. You remember that when that body starts to fail you.
Nothing. I'd rather feel nothing towards my body at all than feel like anything radical, whether it's good or bad. I'd rather it just be like, it is what it is. It just.
And when they start chomping off, amputating body parts, limbs and whatnot from diabetes, you'll feel nothing at all.
Exists and that's it.
That's what I've learned in the last like couple of years. It's just like, oh my God, this is a vessel that takes me through, that makes me able to experience life. And that's really all it is. It's not an object. It's not a commodity. It's not all these things.
And you had a baby.
Yeah, that really helped me, honestly. It was one of the things that made me be like, oh, this is a body. This is.
And I want you to notice, no ring on the finger. No ring on the finger, because they just had sex. He just shot up her club. It was just sex. And let's just like have a baby, because it's just like a baby with my body. And she learned so much from it, as you can tell. It's the blind leading the blind. And then you wonder why you got this new generation that co-signs this weird stuff. This weird stuff. Look at who they learning it from. Look at where it's coming from.
Is a beautiful thing that is so like ancient. It's like ancient machinery that's been perfected with evolution. Yeah. And I'm lucky to exist inside of it. And I'm not going to treat it like it's something that only exists to be perceived.
That's the perfect example of word salad. See, she's mastered feminist. She's like a level 3 feminist. She can say a lot of things and not say anything at all.
When men are like, you need to take her out of her masculine energy and put her in her feminine energy. With that idea is a fallacy to me personally, because
of course it's a fallacy to you because you're masculine and men don't try to talk to you. See, I don't like women like this who sit around, and I'm not saying that she said it yet. I wouldn't be surprised if she pulls it out. But women like this, you'll see them say stuff like, oh, I'm celibate, yada, yada, yada. No one's checking on you. No man's trying to talk to you. What man is trying to take you out of the masculine? Men don't see you at all. Oh, they see you and they squeeze around you, but ain't no guy walking up to you.
Gender is a construct. Like there are so many minority people that were forced to adhere to a gender binary because of colonization, white supremacy.
And then you gonna put it on the white folk, man. Come on, man. They gonna put it on the white folk. Look, white people, y'all let me know. Do y'all take this L on her behalf? On behalf of Jabba the Hutt, do y'all take the L? Do y'all take that L? Apparently it's y'all's fault. See, this is what feminism is, bro. Patriarchy, society, blame white men. That's just what it is. And it just leads to this victim mentality, and it's just so off center. It's almost like her brain was like, I need to insert something bad. So she was like, white supremacy. Like, you can't make this shit up. And I mean that truly. And she's sitting here doing this weird, it's because she's trying to latch on. She's trying to, misery loves company. And that's what these feminists do. They just suck away the energy. I'm telling you, you take a woman, she can be happy. She can be in a good relationship. You put her around a group of feminists and they will look at her like she is living like a damn slave. And before you know it, why don't you do this for me? Why don't you do that for me? I think I deserve better than this. That's what feminism is, because misery loves company. And they're just going to sit here in the echo chamber talking about a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. It's wild to me.
I hate when I talk about it. I'm like, see, you don't want to hear me be smart because you aren't ready for that conversation from me, babe. But like, white supremacy is embedded in so many different cultures. So when you talk about taking a woman out of her masculine energy, they're almost always equating masculinity to being self-sufficient, to being independent, to being financially independent, to being okay with being alone.
Kevin Samuel said it the best. Fit, feminine, and submissive. You seem masculine. You seem unruly. You seem disrespectful. You're as big as a man. You weigh more than the average male. You are masculine. You are not a feminine, fit, dainty thing. You are a big, gelatinous, aggressive woman.
Like, to just like, I don't know, existing as a man, whatever that may be. And they're like, feminine energy is you being codependent.
I love how they like literally, I bet you this was like a 2-hour conversation. And from it all they got was 3 minutes and 23 seconds. I love how they just keep on cutting it and showing her. Look at my lip gloss. Look at my, look, we're saying a bunch of bullshit. Like, these cuts and these edits are wild. For real, for real.
There's a difference between being mean and being a bad person. Meanness is not automatically associated with being bad, because being a bad, it's like the same thing between being nice versus being a good person, a kind person. So like someone said, you're not nice, but you are kind. And that's more important, which is true. Like, because anybody can be nice. Some of the worst people I've ever met in my life have been
about dating. I mean, a lot of nice men.
Yeah, have been
Yeah, you've been with a lot of nice men, and a lot of nice men have shut your club up. Yeah. We already knew you've been with a lot of nice men. See, these are the conversations that they sit around and they talk about. Like, this shit don't even make sense anymore. Like, what am I watching?
Incredibly nice, but nice is superficial, and nice can be faked. Being a good person, being a kind person, being a caring person, that's something you cannot fake. So yeah, I am very mean, and what of it, bitch, is what I always say.
See, that's the masculinity part. No one's even talking about finances or anything. Just because a woman makes a lot of money doesn't mean that she's masculine. Typically, you see women who make a lot of money have masculine traits just because they're competitive, but we're not calling you masculine because of the money that you make or anything like that. It's because of the way that you act. I mean, bitch. What of it, bitch? Jabba the Hutt, bitch. On my Star Wars shit. You know what I mean? Like, what of it? I'll tell you what of it. You're probably going to die alone. See, this is Delusion 101. This kind of relates to the Kevin Samuel archetype, the Big Shirley. She's Big Shirley-esque. She'll show up, give her opinion. No one asked for her opinion, but she'll give you her opinion. She's very opinionated, willing to jump into any discussion. And the funny thing is, people will try to walk away. Like, she'll jump into a discussion and people just be like, huh. They'll just kind of laugh it off, and they'll kind of turn her backs, and she'll keep on following them. That she's literally, you can't make this shit up. She's literally Big Shirley. A big, strong, gelatinous, Jabba the Hutt looking female that's going to tell you how it is, that's brash, that's bold, independent. This is what is in store for us, gentlemen. This is what they want to be the blueprint of femininity. They want to redefine that word. This is what they want it to be. That's why you see, all these, the non-binary, he, she, they, them, theirs. Because like I said in my last video, the floodgates have been opened. It's nonsense. Left is no longer left. Right is no longer right. Up is no longer up. Down is no longer down. It's however you're feeling that day. Why? Because it could be. Crazy. Wow, and that's the end of the video. See, I knew there wasn't nothing else to talk about. I guarantee you that was like an hour-long interview. I didn't know who was the host. It was almost like the girl in the white shirt was the host. Wanted to put something up there. Hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. It was a little short one, but till next time, it's been your boy Sigs.